mkombozi wetu. Tujitoe wenyewe, tusimame pamoja kulinda uhuru na umoja wetu. Enyi Bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa anga, tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima. Tuungane sote, tuimbe pamoja, kuenzi shikamano hatima yetu. Tujitoe wenyewe kupambana pamoja, uhuru na umoja vitawale. Enyi Bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa anga, tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima. Tuungane sote na tujibidishe kutoa kilicho bora kwa Afrika. Chimbuko la wanadamu, chemchemi ya utamaduni, tumaini letu wakati wa mafarakano. Enyi Bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa anga, tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima.
Hello and welcome to Humanist TV Africa. This is your reliable TV station. We are Humanist TV Africa. You can follow us on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. And don't forget to like and also share our videos, because you have your credit, we will always bring to you credible informations, and we encourage you to like our videos and also share, and also make sure you press the notification button so that anytime we are live, you will be the first person to be notified. And today is the Gang Show, and my name is Emmanuel Mambu. And we have a
is the host for today's show. Mambo, are you back? Mambo is the host for today's show. My name is Kato Mukasa, and of course we are going to be discussing religion and its harmful effects in Africa. And Mambo is taking the lead, but Mambo, of course, is being challenged by the internet connectivity, wherever he is, but it's back online. Mambo, back to you.
Yes, thank you, Senior Comrade Kato. And we are bringing you the Gang Show, and the title is Religion in Africa and the Harmful Effect. My name is Emmanuel Mambu, and I encourage you, subscribers, to share our videos and also share the link so that we will have more people to watch credible information coming from Humanist TV Africa. You can follow us and also write us and we have our website, which is www.humanisttvafrica.com. You have credible information from there. And I want Senior Comrade Kato to introduce himself.
Thank you very much, sir. My name is Kato Mukasa. I'm a humanist. I'm a lawyer by training, and I'm a human rights advocate interested in issues development. So today we are here to discuss effects of religion on the people in the African continent. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, more members will be joining us as this is the Gang Show. Our member Nana from Ghana and also Nandip from Nigeria. And now we will bring you religion in Africa and the harmful effects. We will say, we all know a lot of religion is actually very, I could say that religion is very, very much harmful to Africa, and religion is also the most profitable business in Africa today. That is even the reason why we have a lot of pastors, we have a lot of bishops, we have a lot of course, popes, and also prophets everywhere. And they are all fake, using the so-called Bible to deceive Africans, using the so-called Bible to extort money from people all over Africa. And I will tell you, religion will not save Africa. Religion will always take Africa backward. And what I will also say is, starting a church is a guaranteed investment, safer and far more profitable than forex trade, stock market, trade Bitcoin, and etc. This is because in starting a church in Africa, you can start with $20 in Africa, and within months you'll be able to gain more than $20,000 just because they are performing fake miracles, and they also have actors and actresses, performing fake miracles using what they call anointing oil. It takes a lot of brainwashing. They are using religion to brainwash people in Africa, moving from just to extort money from them. So today we are here to bring you those harmful effects that religion is actually putting on Africans. So we'll start with Comrade Chikatu. Comrade Chikatu, I mean, looking at our topic, religion in Africa and the harmful effects, what would you say about it?
Well, that is a very interesting topic, but very wide. Africans, I'm an African, first of all, and all of us Africans, by the way, whether you are black skinned like me, whether you are yellow skinned or orange or even red, if I'm going to say white, I want to mention white because they're not white people. Whether you are Caucasian, African, Asian, whatever you are, all of us Africans. But now, I'm talking about people in Africa as your topic is. It's a big topic, really. Religion is part of Africa. In fact, religion is part of our culture. Now, sometimes we are tempted to think that religion means Christianity, Islam, and all this other nonsense, Orthodox, Pentecostalism. No, that's just part of it. In fact, there are over 4,200 religions and gods in the world. Thousands of religions, thousands of gods. Now, when you're discussing religion, you must be careful not to limit it only to foreign religions. In fact, in Africa, we have what we call indigenous religions. In fact, indigenous religions are even far more harmful today, of course, with other foreign religions. Now, I have to explain what are indigenous religions and what are foreign religions. Now, first of all, my premise I'm making one is that Africans are notoriously religious. One anthropologist called James Mbiti, Dr. James Mbiti, I think later became a doctor of letters and a theologian, wrote a book In that book, I think James Mbiti is a Kenyan, wrote a book and said that Africans are notoriously religious. Now I'm going to add that Africans are stupidly religious. Now that is me. Mbiti was a bit calm, collected, and cool. He was a reverend, an anthropologist and a researcher. Wrote a book in the 60s and said Africans are notoriously religious. Now, for me, I'm saying Africans are stupidly religious. Now, when I'm saying Africans, I mean a people much of the time in Africa, or a people that have grown up in Africa. I should tell you that in Europe, in the US, there are more religious Black people than Caucasians. I'll repeat that. That you will go to a country like the UK. Welcome, Nana. Nana right there in Ghana. That you go in a country like the UK and you find that they have about 16 million people in the UK. And as we speak, at least 60% of the people in the UK are losing religion, and 40% are still religious. Now, when you look at the 40% that are still religious, 80% of the 40% that are still religious in the UK are people of African descent. You get what I'm saying? Now, that is how stupid, that is how stupidly religious people from Africa are. That even when they go to Europe and they find that almost everyone is saying, don't waste time in church. Go and work. Think for yourself. Don't waste your time in Bordeaux. An African immigrant who left Ghana, who left Sierra Leone, who left Uganda, who left Kenya, when they go to the UK, they carry their stupidity of religion and they remain stupidly religious. You will find an African man or woman in the United States, in the United Kingdom, still consulting the oracles they left in Ghana, is in the UK, is in the US, is still consulting the medium they left in Uganda. In Uganda,
Yes.
there is a woman called Mama Fina. I'll speak this. I don't care if they hear this. It's the fact. Mama Fina is a so-called leader of the believers in traditional religions. Now, this is how serious traditional religions are in Uganda. That even they have their own president who meets the head of the country. Like they have their own equivalent. I repeat this word, equivalent of an MP. It's called Mama Fina. Mama means mother. This woman, she's about 50 years plus. She's the leader of all the believers of people that believe in traditional religions or indigenous religions. This woman is too rich in Uganda. She has shops, she has businesses, she has a hotel, she's too rich. But how does she get her money? She's completely illiterate. How does she get her money? From a people in Uganda, from a stupid people in Uganda who go to her home, she calls the shrine for consultation, that she gives them blessings, that she makes them rich, that she is able to see far. An illiterate who never even went to finish primary is too rich that people went to school and learned zero, go to her to be their overseer, to give them blessings of richness. Go and Google, whoever can do it, Put there Mama Fina, the leader of indigenous regions in Uganda. You will see her image. She's all over social media. She wants attention because that's how she gets clients. She wants attention. She's on social media. She's on YouTube. She wants attention. Why? Because fools are on social media. Fools, stupid people are on social media. It's very easy to have a phone when you are very stupid. It is easy to have a phone when you are the stupidest person. So they are there, they have smartphones, but they cannot think. So they go to this woman to give them blessings to conceive babies. This woman who gives birth in the hospital claims that she can give you medicine and you deliver normally. Yet she confesses, for her, she uses, I think, a C-section to deliver babies. You get it? Now, apart from that, she goes to Europe. She has gone to countries like I think Sweden, Denmark, UK. She leaves Uganda, boards a plane, and goes to Europe to meet Ugandans that think she's going to solve their problems. Listen to that. This illiterate woman, you can Google her, called Mama Fina, the leader of traditional believers in Uganda, boards planes every year. She goes to the UK, she goes to these Scandinavian countries, and she meets a gathered group of Ugandans in these countries. People were educated, people went to Europe, but they think that their troubles will be solved by this woman who is an illiterate, that this woman is going to give them wealth, that this woman is going to give them blessings, that this woman is a foreseer, a woman who never even finished primary 7. All of her speeches, of course, which is not a crime, are always in vernacular. She's illiterate completely, but she's very rich. But where has this woman gotten money? Through telling these people that she has extraordinary powers. And whoever attacks her, like I've done now, she says, oh, I'll speak bad words about you. Oh, you will see me. Oh. She's threatening them, empty, stupid threats. Because what can she do to me? That she has special powers. She has special powers. Which power does she have? But fools who went to Europe from Uganda gather in rooms 10, 20, 30 to listen to her, and they give her money. Because you imagine how much does it cost to buy a ticket to go to Europe. And she goes there, she spends like 3 weeks holiday, but also treating people. Now, why did I bring this? That the mistake we do on this discussion is to think that religion means Islam. That's the most weakness I see atheists spend their time on social media. Look at all the social medias of humanists and atheists. They are attacking Christianity, they are attacking Islam. They think religion ends there. Religion is far bigger. Christianity is just a spoke. Islam is just a spoke. People have traditional beliefs they have never abandoned. Do you know that people use traditional beliefs to kill children? That actually Christianity doesn't call for sacrifices. That Islam doesn't call for sacrifices. You know this, guys. But we know that albinos are being killed in Africa. Who is killing albinos? Are they Christians killing albinos? Are they Muslims killing albinos? No. They are believers of traditional religions. People sacrifice children because their spirits have told them it needs blood, it needs the sacrifice, and a human sacrifice. Which religion promotes sacrifices? traditional beliefs. So as we discuss the region, we must open our eyes as atheists, as free thinkers, and talk beyond attacking only Christianity, attacking only Islam. We always live back traditional religions. And people come here and promote culture, but sometimes even our cultures are part of religions. So
Yes.
in brief, the religion is a big thing. So we want to understand the impact of religion, how harmful it is. In fact, you need to find out, for example, in Uganda, how many people spend a day and a night in a church. In Africa, as I conclude, there are many churches than hospitals.
Yes.
In Africa, there are many churches than schools. The question is why?
Yes.
Number two, what is the impact of having churches than schools? What is the impact of having more mosques than hospitals? It goes to the psychology. Instead of people going to work in Africa to think how to create innovations, they are worshiping Allah. They are worshiping Muhammad. They are worshiping Jesus. They are worshiping their gods, voodoo, whatever it is. So, can we quantify the time we spend worshiping gods and we quantify it in terms of money? Look at our school systems, our education system. The moment you enter class, some schools actually start with a prayer and they end with a prayer. You go home, before you eat a meal, you have to pray. So these are the effects of religion. I have to stop here because I think Nana has overweighted. I'm done. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Senior Comrade Kato. You know, anytime we have you on Humanist TV, the wisdom is too much. The wisdom is too much. You know, we looking at everything you've said, and this is exactly what is happening in Africa. You know, let me just set an example before moving on to Comrade Nana. I have a friend in Uganda here. I went to buy gas stove in Uganda. So the guy, we became friends. So one of these days, like I went to him, you know, just for a visit, and he was explaining something to me.
Yes, Mambo, right there. Nana, make your say. Have your say.
Thank you, Comrade Kato. And I think the issues of electricity and internet connection here in Africa is also a need to be discussed later. We have to discuss it because it's really serious. And thank you for this platform once again. The name is Apiji Danka, and I've been driven out from my studio because of electricity. So right now I'm in far away land. Because of this show, I am here, and the harmful effects of religion. I want us to cast our mind into the worldview of the modern day Chinese people. I think it is illegal for you to indoctrinate someone below the age of 18 years. Why is China doing that? Because China too have a very rich history. They themselves involve they themselves created their own ways of writing. They have philosophers, they have mathematicians. They've really gone through the mill. So if I really respect the Chinese people, and why will they tell people not to tell their children or their kids about any religion unless the person is above the age of 18 years or 18 years and above? Well, the common truth or the open secret is religion doesn't have nothing anymore to benefit the human race. Some people say religion have it this, have it benefit. It gives people hopes. I say false hopes, but he say every hope is hope. Yes, that was the time. But right now in the 21st century, 2024, with technology all over the place, technology have taken over the role of religion. Because even in churches where they go to worship God, right now it's all about technology. The pastor will be reading from his iPad. The church members, while listening to the pastor, can even get a message on the phone and can get distracted from the message from the pastor, whilst the person will be looking on his phone. And in the olden days was it's abomination, because you have to commit yourself 100% to the church and to God. I'm saying this because religion, though some people say have some positive advantages, I don't see any reason more for us as Africans to entertain religion in our culture or in our society. In fact, what religion does, it attacks the core foundation of our society. And I'm talking about the family system. I'm talking about the core unit of the society, the family system. Because we are living in a physical and spiritual world. When it comes to the spiritual perspective or the spiritual world, anything can happen. Your husband can
Nana,
accuse you. Hello.
Nana, Mambu says add him back because it's out because of technical
I have to
reasons.
add, man. I don't know. Let me see. I haven't seen him in the studio yet.
Okay.
I'm
You
unable
said
to
add
see
him
him.
back.
I don't think he's
Okay.
he's in the studio. Well, I'm using my phone. I'm not using my laptop, so I can't see him.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
I can't add him back personally because I don't have those powers, I think.
Okay. Okay. Then let me add him.
Okay. Yeah, it's back.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you. Thank you. I'm outside and I fixed my phone somewhere. So what I'm saying is, religion attacks the core foundation of the society, the family, because in superstition, anyone can accuse anybody at any minute, any second, any time. So we are just like a walking suspects when it comes to the word of spirituality. But we go hungry. Some people sleep not in houses, they sleep, in fact, in the street. When you talk about the street, literal street, they sleep under people's kiosks. We don't have people getting food to eat. We don't have people being loved, being cherished by their family. And these are the core factors running the society, in which the African must try much as possible to sit down and do something about it. If we ignore these physicalities or the realities of life and concentrate on the spiritual dimension, it is like we are going backwards. And our ancestors, in which we have their DNA in us, don't want us to do that, because they died, they fought for the liberation of our mind, not our body only, but the liberation of our mind. We hold their genes, we hold their information, and they want us to achieve more. They want us to go higher. They want us to go above the moons. So if we are still grabbing onto this archaic culture of people living in another realm, whilst we've not even be able to identify the challenges in this physical or realistic world, and it's a misplaced priority. And in any case, any misplaced priority is something in which we have to identify and correct it. So I'm really happy about this topic. Harmful effects. It attacks the core and the family. It attacks the government, because, as I always say, and I'll always say, right now the parliamentarians, the executive arm of the government, the judiciary are all religious people, and they spend huge amount of money doing the work of religion. You know, spending money helping pilgrimages to go to Mecca, helping politicians or what they call them, foot soldiers, to go to Israel as pilgrims. So they are just using, and we are even spending huge amount of money building a cathedral here in Ghana. About 2 days ago, I wasn't well, so I'll do a program on it. Our parliament passed the anti-LGBTQ law, and right now the president have to assent it. But I know our president is a coward; he cannot assent to that bill. He can never assent to that LGBTQI because he plays with them. Coward. Yeah, he's a coward.
No.
I'm using coward figuratively. I'm using it in a figurative manner. He can't assent it because it is religious people pushing him, and if he is bold enough to be a religious person, he should pass that bill into law. He can't, because he plays with LGBTQI people in Europe and in United States of America. So you can't play with people and come back.
I think we're confusing us here.
Yes. I'm confusing.
You're confusing us here.
Okay, I'm listening.
Even myself.
The Parliament of Ghana just passed an anti-homosexuality law, and in this law, the bill, of course, the bill prescribes a 3-year jail term if you identify as LGBTQ, and a 5-year imprisonment. If this bill becomes a law, if it is assented to by the president, whoever is gay in Ghana would be imprisoned for 5 years for being gay, and whoever, if you are caught being gay, and whoever is identified as gay will be imprisoned for 3 years. Now, why are you saying that he's a coward for not assenting to it? Because you think he will not sign it. I thought if he doesn't sign, it makes him a hero because Ghanaians want him to sign. Any president in Africa, any president in Africa wants numbers, because politics is about numbers. Your parliament says no to homosexuality. Your constituents who voted you say no to homosexuality. Now, if someone refuses to sign that law, in fact, that person is a hero, not a coward, because that person is defying the whims of the electorate. How dare you call him a coward? Explain that.
Yes. The reason why I'm saying this is this is a president who eat the crumbs from the West. He eats the crumbs of bread from the West. He dine and wine with the West. So you can't dine and wine with the West and come back and sign assent to this law. He can never do it. He can't do it, no matter how the pressure from these religious folks. He can never do it.
Now, Nana, that makes him a hero, unless you don't understand our value.
I understand. In the humanistic perspective, that makes him a hero for that. But I'm just trying to review the hypocrisy behind what these politicians are doing.
That is not hypocrisy. That is the reason. Nana, I should tell you, right on this camera, that I have supported the rights of homosexuals for all the time I can remember as an activist. Yet, as you see me today, I am as empty-pocketed as a church mouse. Now, but it doesn't stop me to go on TV and tell you rights are rights. Don't kill homosexuals. Don't pass a bad law against them because it's the right thing to do. It doesn't make me a coward when I stand here and I say I support rights of homosexuals. It doesn't make me a coward. It doesn't make me to be an ally of Western imperialism. Because actually, in the Western world, there are some countries which are against homosexuals. You know that? And actually, even in the US, there are some states against homosexuality. Did you know that? You should know that.
What?
Now, not everyone in the West actually supports homosexuality. Now, for us as human rights activists, as defenders, we simply look at the bigger good and say, why should you kill someone because he loves differently? Why should you imprison someone for 5 years because he loves differently? This is how we look at it. No one needs to give me money. I don't need to be a person who loves the West that much. I simply see sense in what is being promoted, freedoms. That honestly, if it was me, or if it was you, Nana, and you're in prison because you don't love a woman, because you love a fellow man, is it justified enough for you to be put in prison?
In fact, Comrade, what you are saying is just what I'm saying, but maybe you misunderstood me. Maybe I'm just being more or less political because in this country I'm living. They've divided us into two political lines, and what the reason why I'm saying the hypocrisy aspect of it is the politicians, these parliamentarians who made this bill into law in their parliament in this parliament, they perfectly know there is nothing wrong with LGBTQI people because they were all schooled in the West. They know, but yet they continue because of politics. Because as you said, the common man, the common Ghanaian are all rooting for this bill to hate another human being. But it is because we Ghanaians are misinformed, and you are the leaders, and the leaders are supposed to path a way for us to go. So I'm just trying to their stand is as if they are in support of this law or this bill, but in fact they know this is useless as trash. They know perfectly in their hearts that this law is useless as trash, and they just want to politicize it because if the president doesn't assent to the law, it makes the president pro LGBTQI. But the president has spent his time on November this year. We will have a new parliament. So the bill, if the president doesn't assent to this bill or this law, the bill have to go all over again in the next parliament. So they know they are just trying to use Ghanaians against Ghanaians. That is why I'm saying I'm just daring him. I know he cannot. Comrade Kato, yeah, you tell let's tell the world, the LGBTQI people, that they are safe in Ghana. The laws of Ghana protect everyone, every minority. It protects the fundamental human rights of Ghanaian, irrespective of religious beliefs. So I would tell any LGBTQI people that they are safe, because the president wouldn't be bold enough to say, because he's, as I'm saying, he cannot, he dare not, and he will not. So I'm trying to say our leaders know the right thing to do, but because we are locked up in this old age mythological thinking, backward mentality, religion and everything, we just want to ascribe everything to religion and spirituality. And the modern day African, their minds are not there. Their minds are in this reality world. They want to eat, they want place to put their head, and they want to be functional in the society. Yes, the pastors are doing what they can to still indoctrinate it, because that's where they are benefiting. But I'm telling you, I've been a witness. More and more people are now even bold to say something. I would say even against, or to challenge religious power or religious authority here in Ghana. More and more people are now coming out to question religion, question superstition, question spiritism, and we have a bright future. But the harm has already been done. But that is why Humanist TV Africa, we are there, and I think more people, as hands in hands, we come together, we will help alleviate Ghana from this mental slavery. Thank you, Comrade Kato, and thank you, Comrade Mambu, for your time.
Yes, thank you very much, Comrade Nana. Thank you very much for your submission. It is well understood. Like I was saying, this friend in Uganda, something happened. I just want to explain one of the bad effects of religion in Masaka. So what happened was, this guy has a shop where he sells gas stoves and other things. And so he employed a lady. The lady is about 20, 21 years. So he employed this lady, and he pays this lady 400 Uganda shillings a month. And the lady only comes to work for 3 days a week. And also she comes at around 10 to 4 p.m. So to cut it short, this lady came to work for 1 month, I mean 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So making it 4 weeks, she stopped coming. She did not come for the 3rd week and another week. So my friend went to her and asked her, why did you stop coming to work? And to your surprise is that the pastor of this lady told the lady that she has seen a vision, that this lady was not born to work. She was born to only serve God in the church. So she was not born to work. So she should stop work. She should not go anywhere. So if anybody employs her, she should never go for any employment or even write an application. That the vision he has seen for the lady was for her to only serve God and in the church. So the lady stopped going to work. So she didn't even receive the first salary that she worked for 3 weeks. So she has stopped working, and she's there in the church. In the morning, she will wake up. Even to eat is something difficult for her. She goes around the neighborhood to beg for food to eat, among the church members. So this is what religion have done to that lady. They brainwash her that her life is not to work. Her future is not to work. And she's there, not working. She's only in the church as a prayer warrior for the pastor. So when he told me, I was just laughing, because this is very, very pathetic for a young lady like, for that young lady. She has a family, and you are there, and the pastor telling you that you are not born to work. You are just born to stay in the church and pray. And even something to eat in that church, you do not have it. And the other thing he told me was that church was filled with a lot of people years back. But now people are dying in that church like every month. So the church is almost empty. Now, if the neighborhood do not attend the church. So people who attend the church are people who are coming from far. Maybe who look at social media, look at these fake miracles, and then they try to drive down to the church. But the neighbors, they do not attend the church anymore because they know what is happening in that church. So that is just one part of the harmful effect of religion. When he told me, I was like, so religion is actually making people living in fear every day. Because the idea of hell, that there is hell. So people thinking about hell, it makes them live in fear. It creates fear in them. And also looking at our traditional so-called religion, those we call the traditional religion, they are more into human sacrifice, ritual killing. You will find them in those. You will not find ritual killing in Christianity, even though there are a lot. Almost all of these pastors are now going there to seek for power, and in seeking for this power, they sacrifice humans, just for power. And they have their, I would call them actors and actresses. Those fake miracles they perform using oil, olive oil, as something to heal people. You can see now in Africa that it is only in Africa that the blind can see, the crippled can walk, even the dead are rising up only by using anointing oil. So these are fake. So let me go to Comrade Derek. You are welcome to the Gang Show, and you are welcome. You can please introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Matok Derek, a very prominent humanist ambassador in Uganda, and I reside in Masaka. I'm so much humbled to be here today. Thank you.
Yes, and the topic is religion in Africa and the harmful effect. What would you say about it?
Yeah, I'll come with the submission a bit later. Let me please go on with the show. I'll come in about 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
But the time is almost over. The time is almost over. Mambo, the time is almost over. We are going to be out in the next 30 minutes. So you better make this submission now.
Yes. Well, I will straight away go to you to say your party words.
To who?
To Comrade, Senior Comrade Katu. Yes.
No. I think I want to suggest that we give Derek a chance to speak. Me, I've said goodbye. Thank you so much for hosting me. Derek can be given the time because we have about 30 minutes to go.
Yes. Derek, are you in a position now to say something?
It is all right. It is all right. Now, I will talk based on what's happening in Masaka, because it is the area where I currently stay. And I'll make my submission based on Masaka. A religion in Africa, particularly Uganda, is everywhere in the country. Okay? But now the challenge is that people are very desperate. People are desperate. And that's why they go into religion. Like an example of the born again churches in Uganda, most especially here in Masaka, they are everywhere. And there are so many, but people go in those churches because they are desperate. And it is very hard to stop them from going there. It's really very, very hard. Because when they think that in case they go to those churches, they will get deliverance. They will get something. Maybe they will get money. They will find a way. They will get rich, something like that. So maybe that's what I can say about now. Religion, yeah, that's the harmful effect it has, that it leads people into that direction because they think they are going to take something from the churches.
All right. Thank you, Derek Mato. Nana, you will say your parting words.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. What I'm saying is, religion is very dangerous because it rips the human being of his identity, of the reality of life, and of his mental faculty. Because if religion takes hold of you, when a knife is even given to you, you can even kill your own mother, kill your own father, and kill even your own children. And it is time for us to see that religion is just folklore. It is just as we say in our local parlance, Kwaku Anansi stories. It doesn't have any effects in our lives, and we must treat it like how we watch Cartoon Network. Either than that, we will still be harming ourselves, because right now, uh, as we delved earlier in last week, African Africa's growth is unimaginable. We are uncountable right now. So if we are still held in this old superstitious mentality, it means we are going to do more harm than good to ourselves. So it is up to us to raise the young ones. We are going to die anyway, but our young ones, our offsprings. And I will always thank our comrade brother Kato, like how he has been able to raise his children, and right now even his son is part of our team. We should all strive to also raise our young ones to be like that, and we will think that when we die, we will die peacefully, because we have soldiers to fight against superstition, fight against religion, and to also fight against mental sleep. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you very
thank
much.
you very much, comrade. I will also say again that religion is doing more harm than good in Africa. Religion continues to tear Africa into pieces. And I don't think, religion can prosper, or it can prosper Africa, or Africa can prosper under religion, because you see, all religion is responsible for tribal wars, and also every other conflict in Africa. I will say religion is the cause, because Christians believe that God is a Christian, and Muslims on the other hand can kill because of Allah. So Christians do not want Muslims to rule them, whilst Muslims do not want Christians to rule them. And this is a problem in Africa. And then you have the traditional religion, they are just doing the human sacrifice, ritual killing, and it is only a religion that will make a child will totally abandon his parents, because they have told him your mother is the cause of your backwardness. Your mother or your father is a witch, or your son is a witch, or your daughter is a witch. That person will abandon his parents, will abandon the mother, will abandon the father, just because someone have told him or her that these parents do not want him or her to succeed. How will I believe that my mother will bewitch me not to prosper? It is very impossible, and you will not even tell me that. You will not tell me that. But because people are religious, they are suffering under the mental slavery of religion. They do not even want to think over it. So when they told them that your mother or your father is responsible for you not succeeding in life, they will prefer to abandon their parents, just because one useless man have told them that the parent is responsible for your backwardness. They will not sit down and think, that the parents have been suffering for you to raise you up to the standard that you are. But because those stupid religion or stupid religious leaders have told you that these parents are responsible for your backwardness, and then you decide to abandon them. This is the type of damage that religion is causing in Africa. This is the type of harm that religion is causing in Africa. You see people with hunchback, people with hunchback running away from their villages, because ritual killers are looking out for them to kill them for money. It's very pathetic that you see somebody who was born with a hunchback running away from his community, because ritual killers are looking for them to kill them for money, because
I
they
may add
believe
something there.
that there is a yes.
I may add something there. In Ghana, where Nana is right now, in Nigeria, those two countries are known for witch hunting. Witch hunting. It's a very queer thing to say that that woman is a witch,
Mhm.
that that child is a witch. Ghana has camps that are meant to either preserve witches or something like that. Because people run away from all over Ghana, because people are chasing them to kill them, because they have been labeled witches. In Africa, we have another terminology. We have sorcerers. We have wizards. These guys didn't know these terms in detail. That in Africa, some fools in Nigeria think that someone can throw away some stuff and your money would disappear. That I can get stuff, throw it to you, and your money would disappear. Then you check, it's not there. You check, it's not there. I have seen fools in Nigeria, big men with empty heads, thinking that someone can do voodoo and their money will disappear. In fact, they can even kill you. They say that woman made me impotent. How can a woman make a man impotent? How can, honestly, scientifically, how can a woman make a man impotent? But fools in Nigeria are killing old women that they made them impotent. They no longer have sex with their women. Now, which type of people do you have there that you don't even know that scientifically, as a man, you can actually have a weak erection? Your manhood can shrink. Scientifically, it is possible because of diabetes. It's possible because of other diseases. Pressure. Your manhood can actually reduce with even age. That is the science. That's the science. But now, stupid men in Nigeria are killing innocent old women because they have disappeared their manhood. In Ghana, there are witch camps where women are put there to be saved from stupid women and men in the villages who are witch hunting them and killing them. In Malawi, it's
We've
the same
disbanded
story.
them. It's left about two or 1 week. We disbanded.
Yes, yes, you can imagine. So the point I'm making that as we talk about a region, let us focus more about indigenous region. The point I was making today, Nana and Mambo, is that many of us atheists and humanists spend so much energy attacking Christianity, spend so much energy attacking Islam because they are the soft targets, and we leave traditional religion. They are dangerous.
Yeah.
They are dangerous because for them they will kill you in a mob. So, as I rest my case, I want to say religion is dangerous, and religion is, of course, corrupts the minds of the weak. They can be imported, they can be homegrown, but whatever it is, the religion is not something good for us as thinking people in the 21st century. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, we want to say thank you. And
Comrade Mambu, please, I want to
yes,
take this opportunity to remind our dear viewers that tomorrow on the Gang Show, we are going to discuss about linguistics. How should Africa adopt one language, or should we? How are we going to manage a single African language so that it will progress our trade, our education, and our socio-economic faculties here in Africa? So tomorrow on the Gang Show, we are going to talk about linguistics, languages in Africa. Thank you.
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
thank
I'll
you
do
very
that.
much, Anna. We need to say thank you to our viewers, and we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, and also on our TikTok. You can write us at Humanist TV Africa, and also we have our website, which is www.humanisttvafrica.com. Our WhatsApp number is +254 747 356767. We want to say bye bye today.
Hello, Dana.
Bye-bye. See you in the next one.